So I want to take a few moments to talk with you about the importance of being formless in your branding and how important that's going to be, especially in the upcoming days. Things have been changing for quite some time, and it's unfortunate that the marketplace has been extremely behind in brand and empire evolution, and which has caused a lot of people to really be behind the 8 ball as things are progressing. And if you're still in the old paradigm in terms of one niche wonder and I have to find my main thing, you are going to be in some serious trouble. I happen to be someone in branding who's been way ahead of the game for quite some time. And so my brand has been very, very diverse. It's not boxed into a framework except for me being in the business of being me and being a brand expression. And a brand expression is what I teach, and being an empire expression. And the reason why this is so important is because you have a variety of giftings, a range of talents, and there's just no way it can be confined to doing this one specific thing. And so I'm just saying to you, in these upcoming days, if you are still operating under that old system, you are going to be in some serious trouble because of how things are shifting and changing and what is required. It's required for people to make an impact and an income on a completely different level. And when you are just confined to sort of a one or two niche type of thing, or as one of my colleagues calls it, being a one-trick pony, you're going to find that that paradigm has expired so long ago. But there's so many experts that continue to teach on that framework, and good luck, for them as things are shifting. And they're going to see that they're not accurately prepared for a new era marketplace that has been really queuing up for quite some time. But for those of you who have not really become illuminate in your branding and you've been obscured, this has been the time over the years for you to actually be preparing to be pioneers and to do something different within your branding. And so when you wonder why things aren't working, there's a reason why it isn't working. And even when they say you need to niche down, you need to find that one thing, it's interesting because many people will find what seems to be that one thing and things still don't work out for them. And they still struggle with whether it's, trying to get clients for a coaching business or even sell a particular product. And the reason for this is because there are so many dimensions that long to be expressed from you, and they are going to have their way. Otherwise, you are just not going to be successful at doing the things that you are even passionate about. Even if it's that one thing that you're really, really passionate about, you'll find that you are going to struggle to do it. And the reason for that is because there's so much more within you that desires to come out and desires to be expressed. And it's interesting, the quote or analogy that's used or has been used over the years in terms of going to the grave empty. But how many people can actually say that when they are focused on a one niche type of framework? You can't go empty if you think you're here just to express this one thing or even one or two things. You would be amazed at the level of talent that you have, unexplored ventures and territories within yourself that are longing to be expressed through branding and your empire. And I'm just saying to you, you've got to be able to surrender to the higher calling. It's a new higher end calling. And that is going to require for you to be very cross-functional in what you do, multifunctional in what you do, and to allow every area of your life to give birth to something extremely unique that you can leverage in the marketplace and to serve a variety of different industries and niche markets. So I just want to bring this forth because it's going to be extremely vital. And so if you follow my branding, you can see I show up in a multitude of roles and very diverse in what I do. And I've been doing this for well over a decade. and pioneering new industries that support this type of initiative as it relates to the multifaceted and multi-purpose preneur. I'm a multi-mission individual, a multi-mission majesty, and I'm here to be that higher demonstration. So I just want to encourage you that no matter what you're hearing out there consistently and chronically, just know that that's not going to be something that is going to be sustainable moving forward. You really have to diversify, multiply, and maximize, and ultimately monetize your expression. It's going to demand that of you. So you can continue to watch my demonstration, but also I have opportunities for you to be able to participate and to level up, and there'll be some information below in the description for that. But it was just really on my heart to come and share this with you during this time, so that you aren't blindsided by things that are going to be happening and going to be occurring, and then you look up and feel that you are not accurately prepared, for these greater shifts. And all I'm saying to you is that new approaches have to be taken, and the range of who you are, the expansiveness of who you are, is what's being required during this time. And so you're going to have to be able to bring forth a minimum, and hear me when I say this, a minimum of 5 key areas that you can leverage to be able to demonstrate your giftings. And again, it just starts there. And so I just wanted to just talk about this because it's going to be important in your branding, in your marketing, your next level business development. Anything that you are planning to bring forth is going to demand a completely different level of who you are. And so I want you to celebrate yourself during this time, because a lot of you have been waiting to hear this, that someone giving you permission to just be an expression and to express yourself and allow the opportunities to come to you that are going to help to support your highest and best good. Of course, there's work and things that have to be done, but when we're expressing ourselves, it's really not like you're working, so to speak, but you are being fulfilled. And when you allow that fulfillment to flow, then you'd be amazed at everything that will show up for you when you leverage the whole of who you are. So stay tuned, more news at 11. Just, continue to follow my brand. And as you're doing that, you're really finding your own way. So it's not following me as I'm some big guru expert, so that's not how I really want you, to view me. But there is a reason why I'm called Majesty. But the point is that you have so much more to bring out, and it's time for you to bring that out, and to allow your gifts to give birth to other gifts, the journey to give birth to new journeys. And just do not confine yourself in some type of role that people can only identify you in that particular role. Let them identify you as you and the whole of who you are. And the people that need a certain level of your giftings, they will sync up with that level of you. And others who require something different, they're going to sync up with that. So don't be afraid to think, oh, I'm going to confuse my audience if they see me doing more than one thing. No, it's not true. They will sync up with you where they need to. But if they already know that this is who you are a multifaceted individual, and you do multiple things, then no one is confused by that when you actually tell them that that's what's going on. And you're here to show up as a unique expression. So I'll, talk a little bit more about this topic. I teach on this and have been for years, but I know that there are a lot of people who aren't still familiar with that, or even know that it's possible to be able to do more than one thing, so to speak. And I've got multiple empires that demonstrate this. But I just really wanted to bring this forth just to talk about it, during this time, because I believe in you all, and I know that you're going to do great things. But the way that you're going to achieve the great things are not going to be through the systematic approaches that are out there that have been constantly leveraged for so long at this point. You're here to change the game in multiple ways. So just continue to be present. Ask yourself, what are at least 5 areas that I can start to express myself and allow it to lead to greater impact and income. So I'm definitely going to be providing more on this topic soon. So I hope that this has been valuable to you.